Hey, Rick One Ball, bro. I appreciate you for always coming in. I appreciate that. Thank you. How you doing? Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm trying to catch my second wind. I really worked hard today. I mean, I work hard every day, that I go into work, but man, those cases get me. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah. How are you? So I did 12 hours, actually a little bit over 12 hours because I came in a little early and then left a little later. So I think when it tallies up, maybe I'm sure I probably got like 13.5, at least, being at work. So, you know, but it's all good. It's all good. So now I am walking, and yes, it is like what? It's 11:36 p.m. But I'm out here walking, and I'm gonna see if, cause the park is officially closed, but it's closed basically like it's closed, but you can still like walk through it and walk in and stuff. And I've done it a couple times, but sometimes they have the lights completely off, so of course I don't go in if it's pitch black. But here recently they've been having a lot of light at the park, so I said, okay, I don't know. Look, I don't know why they do that, but it helps me, so it's all good. You said no problem. I'm well. That's good. You're well. Thank you. Getting these gifts together for my wife and kids. That is so awesome. That's a fun feeling, isn't it? I mean, for me, um, Christmas shopping for family and friends and my nieces and nephews. Like, oh my gosh, it's just I love, which may sound weird. I love wrapping the presents. That's what I love. I love doing that. So that's always fun. You guys, as you come in, please don't forget to double tap the screen. I know y'all probably just dip in, dip out, but double tap the screen for me, please. Um, but that's good. You're doing well. And thanks again, bro. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody who's even watching in the background. I appreciate you. Everybody's appreciated. So I don't know if you guys know. So a lady had a car parked here. Um, it was like a Buick. Was it a Buick LaCrosse? Yeah. And I had test drove it. And I had test drove another car too. But anyway, she had it parked here, and I told her that I'm pretty much like I'm kind of like 80 some percent on buying it. I'm in no rush, but I'm just like I'm not just hopping into the first car I see. But anyway, long story short, I said, hey, I'll get back with you today because she's off work. She was off work for Monday. So I said, I'll get back with you today. I go into work, but I'll have a break, hopefully around 1 or 1:30, which I did. And I called her twice. The second time, I called her twice. First time I did not leave a message because sometimes, it can be a glitch or whatever. Second time I left a message. And but both times it just went straight to her voicemail, as if maybe she's on the phone, or if she turned her phone off, which again, her prerogative, her business. I'm not tripping on her, but we established like an agreement, like not the time, but the day, because I asked, I said, well, what time will work for you? Oh, anytime. Just call me back Monday, because I was gonna call around, because she said the back needed, um, like it needed brakes in the back. And I was like, well, I don't know too much about, I mean, I know a lot about cars because of my dad, but I don't know too much about certain things. But I just know, like, okay, if you're saying you need brakes and you had the front done, and again, you can't see the pads without you got to take the tire off and all that and stuff to really look and see how the pads are. But I test drove it. The car drives smooth. It's not squealing. It's not out of alignment. Anyway, my point is this. Um, I say, hey, I want to call around to Firestone, to even the GMC, the dealership and stuff, whatever. Like I want to see how much would they charge to put on new brakes and potentially rotors and calipers and things of that nature. And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's understandable because I know." And then I looked at the oil thing, and she's like, "Oh, I get it changed, you know, on time and stuff." I said, "Okay, well, it's showing, it's showing." I just heard some noise. It's showing like it's showing what was it? It was showing May something. I said, okay, well, we in November. And she was like, oh, but I go by the mileage. And I said, oh, okay, that's fair. She goes by the mileage. Um, and then she said, oh, the sticker, they print out the wrong sticker sometime. And so I added that on. I said, okay, well, okay, I asked, as I called Firestone, because I go to Firestone a lot. If I don't go to the GMC dealership, which it cost me an arm and a leg, but I mean, y'all know I'm all about customer service and, getting my cars taken care of, when they do need some type of, maintenance or whatever the case may be, a touch up. I don't like no damn in and out. That 15-minute oil, all that mess, say that shit for the birds. I don't need nothing to be 15, 20 minutes. Last time I went to one of those Valvoline or whatever, that was like years ago. They didn't tighten the filter up, and my dad, y'all know he's a retired mechanic, and he always said, boy, every time you get an oil change, you out of state, don't just drive off and go far away, like go long distances, because you drive around a little bit, because it could be a thing where they didn't tighten it up and you can lose oil and that can mess your engine up. So, I listen to my dad. I take everything what he says into consideration for sure. So anyway, I got the price and all that, what they quoted me. And I wanted to call and touch base with her because she was asking for this particular car. She was asking for 4,000. So I was going to subtract all the things that it can potentially need, from that price, because really those things should be done. And I told her point blank, I said, if I go to a dealership, when you talk about like a 360 inspection and all that service, well, those things should be done. And those things are minor, because the tires, I can see visually, and I got up under the car, make sure there was no rust damage. I'm telling y'all, my dad has trained me well to, to look at cars and all that to the best of my ability. So sure enough, I called and I left a message and she didn't call me back. So I don't know. I know that when I test drove both cars, pretty much what I did, I gave them my license. Now I know that may sound crazy because I'm giving a stranger my license, but I am test driving their vehicles. And then I said to myself, like, Lord, I hope that's not a scam. And somebody, because it's the holidays and stuff, and I don't care if it was two older white ladies, it don't matter, because you can be old and still scam people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of information on your license. So I don't know. I hope that's not the case. But like I said, time will tell everything. But she has not given me a call back. Now the other lady with her car, when I test drove it, I wasn't interested. And plus she was asking way too much. And then it had like she's been in a car accident and all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm not interested in that anyway. But I was interested in the Buick. Nothing fancy. It beautiful leather and drives real nice. It's a nice car. Like older cars. But I'm like in my head, okay, did she find a buyer? Because I know she said, oh, I'm gonna go to work. But see, she's going to work tomorrow. So let me just get it right. She worked Sunday and then she working Tuesday. Today she was off. So I don't know if she was like, okay, so since I'm off, since I'm off, I'm just gonna turn my phone off. Well, that would be very irresponsible. If you are right, if you got a car for sale, would you turn your damn phone off? Like, that's weird. Like, I mean, nobody should be calling like Nobody should be. I'm hearing like ducks quack or something, but nobody should be calling like at a crazy time. But I don't think me calling her at 1 o'clock. Well, I called her at 1:15 and 1:17 today. Because we still into for Monday. I don't think that's unreasonable. But again, I digress. I ain't finna stress. I told my dad, I said, if it's not in God's will, it's not in God's will. Cause I'm not gonna be stressing about. That's the problem too. People be stressing about things that they, first of all, they're not entitled to. They don't even. They don't need. They don't have. Like, why stress about that? Like, even at like, okay, for instance, the $2,000 that allegedly that that check or something that's supposed to be coming out. I'm not about to be sitting up here making some plans around that money that's not in my damn hands. Come on now. I don't know why people do that. But anyway, again, I digress. I'm gonna send all my gifts to you so you can wrap them and then send them back. I'm telling you, yo, when I tell you, like, okay, so this is a small little fact about me. Twice when I have gone home, this is years ago, my mom was alive. When I've gone home, um, I when Lee Mall was popping in Columbus, Mississippi, they would have these temporary jobs, right? Obviously for like, Santa helpers and things. You know how kids come and they sit on the damn the Santa's lap and they take pictures and stuff. They have like Santa helpers, and then some of the Santa helpers, some of the workers would also like, get presents, get, gift wrapping and all that. And I did that 2 years in a row. I ain't make that much money, but I love gift wrapping. And also, like I said, I'm a certified sterile processing technologist. So when far as disassembling and assembling instrumentation and all that, I have to wrap a lot of them too with these blue wraps. And I love wrapping them. Like I wrap, everybody be like, man, like when I was in Montana, be like, man, you wrap so tight, like not like cool, but I'm talking about like, it's like very tight, a tight wrapping. It is so many bunnies out. Y'all see all these bunnies, these rabbits? I guess they're little wild rabbits. I mean, they are everywhere. Y'all see them? It's one over there. And they are fast too. God dang. Just a hopping all over the place. See, it's one in the gate. He looking back. Oh my gosh. Um, you laughing. Don't charge me too. Okay. Albert, yo, this is a drive-by. Double tap to support. Take care of Southern California. Albert, I love your drive-bys. Thank you so much. Um, Leo said it's the hood run. It's the hood. This ain't the hood. Well, it's a neighborhood, but it's a very, very um very nice neighborhood that I live in. Extremely nice. This is like the high school and stuff here. And then these are real nice apartment complexes, but there's also condominiums. There's beautiful townhomes and literally beautiful mansions in my neighborhood. Like real, real nice. No railroad tracks. No, not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying. Because I grew up, for me, like the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevards and all that, Martin Luther King Jr., anything with that, or maybe a Roosevelt, and with some railroad tracks. Ooh, I don't know. You got to be careful. From my experience, I'm just speaking from my experience. But no, like it's safe. But I mean, anything can happen and stuff. I always take care of myself and watch my surroundings. But yeah, it'd be so quiet around here. I was talking about far as school, but I feel like I don't know. I know my nieces and nephews are out for this week, but I don't know about Florida. But if they are, there's no school in session either. Because y'all know the holiday is coming up. Hopefully your Packing, cool odds. You said packing, like, what do you mean? Like, talking about like a gun or knives or something like that, or spray or something? What is it? You talking about protection? Latoya, how you doing? Hey, Kansas City Chief fans. I went to follow my great grandma footsteps and join the military and see the world like he did. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for your future endeavors and services to this beautiful nation. I appreciate that. I respect you for doing that. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. So yeah, like that, I know I'm just kind of, I'm not really ranting and raving. I'm just talking. I'm not upset with the lady. I'm not upset with, I had a beautiful day at work. Again, didn't have to curse somebody out. I actually calmed other people down because they were getting frustrated. And I said, by you getting frustrated, literally only makes you more pissed off. It gives you a headache and it does nothing to the people that you're frustrated at. They're still gonna sit on their ass. Meanwhile, you're like, I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, you do that because you're literally wasting your time, you know. The job has to be done no matter what. Now, I don't believe in like physical abuse. You cannot sit up here and have me do 20 cases and then somebody not even doing one. Now, that's not okay. But as far as me doing 5, and actually I end up doing 6 today, and somebody else probably did 1 or 2, that's fine. Because it is what it is. Other people have done, like, at the hospital, other people probably did like 3 or 4. But see, here's the deal. I don't really know, I don't be knowing what be going on until I get out. So I don't even really know. And I ain't even fit to sit up here and fake the funk like I really give 2 fucks about it. Because I've changed my mindset. So at the end of the day, I know I'm a chosen one. And I know I'm going to be given the bulk of the work. And I know I'm going to get it done. The doctors know, oh, T in my room, he going to get it done. Because your cars may be atrocious. They may be messed up. But I'm still going to make sure to have everything from my notes, from my knowledge in that room. I'm not perfect, but I try to like, I feel like I'm a perfectionist. I try to do right. God is my witness. Cause I want people to, do right by me. How far is this car? Yeah, they turning. Nobody is perfect. Yeah, come on now. Nobody is perfect except for God. You're right. I keep telling people at the hospital that because you got some people who will not go into ortho. They will not go into neuro. They're afraid to go. So you have different specialties in the surgical field. You have general surgery, geriatric, bariatrics, pediatrics. You have urology, ENT, eyes. It used to be EENT, which is eyes, ears, nose, throat. But now they separated it. It's just eyes, which can be ophthalmology. And then you have ENT, which is ears, nose, and throat. You have those cases. You have colorectal, which falls into general, but then it kind of goes into like an oncology part, which is cancer. You have neuro, ortho spine, ortho, trauma. You just got a plethora. I mean, you got thoracics, you got cardiovascular, open heart. I do every specialty. Like every specialty that you can list, I do it all. But I've traveled this country for over 17 years and I don't know everything, but I just have a wide, a wide mass of knowledge in the field. And so I'm not afraid to go in, and I might not have worked with that doctor. Like today I did like some endovascular. I love endovascular, but I never worked with that doctor. But I know the instrumentation and I know the process. And so, oh God, what happened? I go in, he's like, oh, when are you here? I'm like, depends on the week. I mean, it'd be every week. and I come into work sometimes 9, 10, 11, 12, and then leave late at night. He's like, you had to be here in the morning. And when I'm here, and I'm just like, oh Lord, I hear it a lot. And I'm not tooting my own horn, but I hear it a lot because they see somebody who I don't know everything, but I have a good, let me just say this. I have like knowledge about a lot of things and I care. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually care about what I'm doing. Not to say that other people don't, but it just shows. So I think they see that and they run with it. They're like, oh yeah, we need you in the room. I want you in the room. And they will literally go and request me to be in their rooms. And the in charge will start laughing like, but he's not here. He's not here at that time when you guys arrive. Cause I don't go into work like 5, 6 in the morning. Now some days I do, but that's not my regular shift. But anyway, the point of the matter is I'm just gonna apply myself. I'm gonna do my best. And yeah, I just thank God my best has been great. It literally has been great. And so I thank God. I'm not gonna pretend not to know something to get out of it. And there are people who literally do that. They will pretend not to know something to get out of it, which is so bad. But I'm not doing nothing of the sort like that. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. So it is what it is. These sprinklers are not gonna get me this time. The woman has sprinklers. Her yard is so beautiful. But those sprinklers are like, man, it is crazy. And I was like, not today. um, I have ADHD and different types of disabilities. Oh wow. Well, first of all, thank you for sharing that. And secondly, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, that does not define you. That does not define you. That's just something that that you just have to deal with within life. But you're still, I'm sure, a remarkable person, and I appreciate you. My specialty is strategy and war knowledge. Wow. Medics, can medics during a war get severe PTSD? You actually can they get? Oh hell yeah! Anybody can get PTSD. Like in the army or whatever or wherever. Yeah, a lot of people can get PTSD. Now you see where I'm going, guys. So I'm walking in the park and I do have my lights. And over by the backboard, it's not like, oh my gosh, extremely lit up, but it's like it's enough light to hit. And I'm only gonna be out here for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, because we got work early in the morning now. But it's like um, it's enough light to hit against the backboard, which is a blessing. Um, are you still in West Palm? Hey, budget. Um, no, I'm not in West Palm Beach. I'm in Fort Myers. Is that what you mean? Fort Myers? Yeah, I'm in Fort Myers, Florida. I mean, but I definitely have been to West Palm Beach and I've been all around. Now I love me some Tampa. I love the Tampa Bay area. I might pay a visit to them this weekend. But y'all know my birthday is, oh my God, what is today? Okay, now it's officially Tuesday, November 25th. My birthday is in 5 days. So it's on a Sunday, I want to say, right? Yeah. Today is Tuesday. Officially, today is Tuesday, because I still consider it. I would still consider it Monday, but it's Tuesday. But yeah, I turned 39 in 5 days, Lord willing. So yeah, you see what I'm saying, guys? Like this is pretty lit, right? Don't y'all think? Now I know it was some people walking their dogs, but hopefully they don't be no snitch and snitch on me. Be like, there's a guy that's walking in the park, and the park is closed, and he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there. Cause you know, it's folks that be doing that. They be hating on you and shit. Oh my gosh, is that an owl? Oh my gosh, I think this is an owl. Where's Nunu? Yeah, y'all see the owl that's sitting there? He's flying off. He just flew off. Y'all saw that? He flew off just like that. Um, Even though I went to school for other things. I still got my CST. Nice. Well, you still want? Even though I went to school. Okay, I got you. I meant when. Okay, I got you, budget. Kansas said my family served the nation from 1848 to 1960. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. Your services mean everything. Cause I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for your family. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing at this very moment, which is in a sense illegally being at the park, but I'm not harming anybody. Okay, let me take this off. Seriously, it's like I am. What do you think? Like, okay, oh man, he's at the park, and and now the park does close officially. It does close at 11, so it ain't like I'm out here 3 in the morning, and I'm only gonna be here for like 30, 40 minutes. Um, oh, thank you so much, whoever sent the gift. Oh, Kansas, thank you for the 100. I appreciate that. That's dope. Thank you so much. God bless you. Let me see if I can turn around because I can y'all see me? Hello. Thanks for coming in. Um, do you like traveling? Budget. I love traveling. I love traveling. Now I must say I keep extending here, so I really do enjoy it. But also I don't only just work in Fort Myers. I go to Tampa. People think I just go to Tampa because my ex-girlfriend. I go to Tampa and I work. So I work at some of the daycare facilities and I work at Tampa General. I've also worked at some surgical centers and stuff. So what I do is I don't know if you know this or not. I'm also a first assist. Okay, I'm a certified first assist in surgery, and you can contract yourself out. You can literally contract yourself out. You do not need a middleman. A middleman is pretty much cross country or in network. Nurses Across America, Nightingale Travel, a Nightingale Travel Company, so Lion Health, Alliant Health, Aya Healthcare. Like those are, and I'm with 7 companies, but when I want to just get like, I'm like, what's in my pocket? I forgot I had my energy drink in my pocket. But when I want to just like get all the proceeds and not have to kind of like divvy it up between somebody else, like me, the hospital, and myself, like I do that. So that's been a blessing. Because it seems like surgical tech travel mostly. You think so? No, I think it all depends on how you look at it. I think that I think overall, I think a lot of people travel. A lot of people just stay staff. Yeah. I don't think it's either. I don't think it's I know traveling is more lucrative. I mean, you can't question that. Traveling, you will make more money traveling, but definitely, there are a lot of people who stay in one place. It's a lot of people who are nomads and they travel around the country or even out of the country. Um, right now, I've like I've stayed. Let me just say this: I've traveled around the state of Florida, which I've traveled around Florida many times. But yeah, some people may say, "Man, Terrence, you're just hell. You're like a staff. You're a staff." And it's like, no, I'm under a contract, but I keep extending. But I love it. I enjoy it. I find it. I think it's more lucrative. Like, and I'm not, and I do have lots of years of experience. Budget, how many years of experience do you have? You don't mind me asking, but I have lots of years of experience, and it goes from like, let me just say this, like, okay, like if I travel, say if I were to go staff at some places, I'd probably make like 80, 90 some thousand, maybe right at 100,000. But because I travel, and again, I travel, and I'm a traveler who work his ass off now. I work. So we don't call in, and we take extra shifts, and we eat up the call. So don't think like this. It nothing is handed to me. Nothing. And when I say this number, that don't mean nothing. Is I work. My feet hurt now as I sit out here at this damn tennis court. But easily when you travel and stuff and you work extra hard, you can easily make 180, 200, 250, 300,000 1 year. Well, not just 1 year. It's been 3 years consecutively. And it's when my mom was alive and stuff, and I was really like I was really going after a lot. I was even making 300,000, and that's the guy on the truth because I worked so hard. Like I worked every single day, minimum every single day, minimum 12 hours. So if you say 12 times seven, y'all know that's gonna be 84. So minimum 84 hours a week, minimum 84 hours a week, and already when you think about you have shift differentials. Some of these hospitals have shift differentials, and then they have extra shift differentials. So anything after like a certain time, you're making time and a half, and then after that time, you're making double time and a half, and after that time, you're making triple time and a half. That really does exist in the country in which we exist, okay, which we live in, and a lot of those places were Anchorage, Alaska, Los Angeles, California, Sacramento, California, um, San Jose, California. A lot of California, definitely. Um, uh, Midland, Texas, even Midland, Texas, is in the middle of nowhere in Texas. And people think Texas, oh, big state, blah blah blah. But Midland is just like, it's podunk. It's hard to find places to live, and that's also the deal. When I've gone to the New England area, um, and like I said, oh my gosh, like Dartmouth, like New Hampshire, ortho out of the ass, yo. Like I'm talking about, all I did was joints there every single day, and I'm talking like anywhere from 5 to 12 joints a day. So that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of. It takes a special individual because it's not easy. But anyway, I'm just saying the money is there. The money is there in staff too. It depends on like what do you want to like really what do you want to be in life? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody can go work at McDonald's and live comfortably. Somebody can just become a surgeon and still struggle with bills. So how do you want to live? Like, are you going to be the person that's out there? You're going to be in your nice Porsche, your Porsche, or get the new Tesla Cybertruck, or you'll be the person to say, okay, you know what? I want to let me go look it around. I want to find some pre-owned, certified, used, or let me just get a car to get me from point A to point B to point C, and not really care about too much of the materialistic things. I think that's what it boils down to, but yeah, like, but I consider myself like I'm just I have to travel with it. I mean, it's a no brainer for me. Um, Hey, Ray, Ranjana. Hey, I'm doing well. How are you? How about your experience with CVO? Oh my gosh. Oh, cardiovascular surgery. I cardiovascular surgery is like it's like second nature for me. I mean, like I said, I did a case. I did some T cars, did some endovascular triple A's, endovascular though, not open. But I love a good open triple A because I'm constantly moving. I love that. I love constantly moving. I don't know everything, but I just know, like, even at the job I'm at now, and even when I go to Tampa, people like, you are like so intimidating. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they're like, no, no, you're so kind, you're so nice, but your skill, like I can't tell. I mean, like I get this a lot where I have my name badge turned over. You probably see that too at work where people have their name badge turned over. Probably not by not probably not on purpose. It's because you're constantly moving and it hits against your chest and it just flips over. But so many people like, man, I thought you was like a doctor or or like some type of medical like with the doctor or whatever with the like a medical like a PA or something. I'm like in a sense, I mean I kind of do exactly what the PA does in the surgery department. But in the office, a physician assistants can prescribe medication and write you. I'm sorry, they can. Well, no, they can prescribe. They can prescribe. They can write the prescription and all that stuff. But I can't do that as a first assist or sort of technologist and stuff. But my closing, I mean, what like just last week I had the plastic surgeon tell me that I closed better than all of his assistants. So he has like three PAs and I close better than all of them. And that to me, you know, and it's not about me trying to toot my own horn or whatever, but those things for me make me feel like, okay, you know what, like like you've arrived, like you got this. Like I've not always been like as good as I am now. But I don't turn down anything. But back to CVOR, yes, enjoy it, and I love open heart. I love it. I love it with a passion. But I'm gonna tell you this much: when I went to Jackson, Michigan. I love Allegiance Health. I still talk to a lot of the nurses, a lot of the staff there, and actually, shout out to a couple of the surgical techs there. Like they're getting their sons and daughters involved with tennis, and they just reached out to me about tennis rackets, and I was like, oh, the TI this and the TI this and the head this and the head that, and and I love that keeping contact. I love keeping in contact with other people from different hospitals. And I don't have to consider them friends, like they're acquaintances, they're ex co-workers and stuff, but they have great work ethics, and periodically we hit each other up, like a happy, maybe a happy birthday, maybe a happy holidays. But anyway, but that particular hospital, I did open heart there, and I just enjoyed it. It was so awesome. Um, I It was so awesome, because like again, different hospitals, different different personalities. Everybody think open heart, CVOR, neuro, ortho spine, and ortho are like some of the most hardest, most complicated doctors to deal with. Meanwhile, I'm like, no, there are some general surgeons that I would prefer to scrub with, and give me this mean neurosurgeon any day, because he's only mean because of, I'm gonna be real. I'm quite frank. He's mean because there's incompetent people or people who don't want to learn. And if you don't show interest and want to learn, and let me just be clear when I say this, and I'm gonna have to hit right. I gotta play tennis, you guys. I'm gonna talk. Y'all know I can talk all damn day long, but the reason why I say if you don't show interest, it's like you coming in there with an attitude, and also it can be a thing where say you're with him all day long, and just say this let's just say this neurosurgeon or ortho spine, he has two cranies on, and then he also does like a part of ortho spine, and he does like say a lumbar fusion and two levels, or ACDF. At the end of the day, you work with him all day. You don't even done his right gown and glove. So already he knows you're not paying attention, you're not invested. You are. look, I may not know what the hell this doctor needs, or one on the Mayo, or how he want me to assist him when I do assist. But I'm gonna tell you this much: I'm gonna get them damn gowns and gloves right. And if I got it wrong the first time because of the card, it ain't on. It's not the card's fault. If I done work with this man two, three, four more, five, two, three, four, five more times in that day, I should have his extra large, extra long, extra large, extra long gown. I should have the 8 blue, 7.5 white, whatever he wears. I should, and then he's telling me initially because I've never worked with him, so that in itself, you don't even gotta know everything, but that just shows interest. It shows like you're invested in this procedure. You get what I'm saying? And then add on top of that, you paying attention in the case, and then you anticipate, which we're supposed to, working in the surgical field, you're supposed to anticipate. But when you do that, that man knows, okay, well, dang, he trying, she trying, and they're gonna respect you. Don't ever. My mama told me this a long time ago, but also my instructors. Don't ever think that these doctors are not recognizing who is working and who's not working. They may never give you verbal praise, and that's something where I'm telling you guys to this day, I don't even want it. It does make me feel good. I get it every day that I go to work, but I don't want it. I don't go to work looking for verbal praises. I don't go to work looking for shout outs. I don't go to work looking for, like, okay, to become like, I don't know, they have like the Spirit Award, or, you know, like smiles, or I don't I've reached all of those things as a traveler. I've gotten awards that a traveler never has received. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care about that. That's not my focus. My focal point is the patient and my paycheck. And the confirmation that I'm doing a good job is that patient's alive and well, and I'm getting that paycheck, in my account. And that may sound really effed up, but that's the truth of the matter. You know, I'm giving my services and my skill level, and I want to be what's the word? Um, I want to be compensated um fairly. It doesn't have to be excessively over the top, but I want to feel like when I tell you Southwest Florida, look, I'm not playing budget. Yo, this is like in Florida, even Baycare facilities, HCA facilities, and even like Tampa General, some other level ones across the state. I'm speaking about Florida in particular. Florida is not a high paying state. Hawaii is not a high paying state. The reason why those are not high paying states is because it's more tourists, it's more, people want to go there and just explore. So they know, well, damn, people gonna come here. We ain't got to pay them an arm and a leg. Okay, but be that as it may, because you want to stay because of the weather. Because right now, like, you can go. People probably be freezing in Colorado right now. Like, it feels good out here. Like, it's not even. It's probably like 72 degrees. It's clear. It's beautiful. Yeah, you have hurricanes and tornadoes and all that and stuff, but you have earthquakes and things and stuff on the West Coast. You just got any type of catastrophic type deal, like far as the weather, you have no control over that. But this is a beautiful state. Hawaii is a beautiful place. I've been to Maui, twice. Honolulu one time. It's gorgeous in those places. Um, and they don't pay as well. But speaking about Southwest Florida, here pay amazing. And there are some hospitals, I'm not even kidding, with just a little bit of experience as far as surgical technologists or first assist, you can get up to like a $30,000 sign-on bonus. Now, again, I don't want to take nobody's sign-on bonus because I don't want to feel like I'm tied down to anybody or anything. I just feel like it just got brighter. I mean, that's a blessing. I don't know, with the weight loss, I just think my eyesight is getting even better. I mean, hell, I got 15/20 in both eyes. I ain't lying. Like, I get my physical, and the doctors, like, sometimes it's a doctor, sometimes it's a nurse practitioner, but they are always pleased with how well I see that damn eye chart. They be like, Mr. Berger, do you have this memorized? I said, no. I ain't got time for that. And sure enough, they'll take one down, put it up. They say turn around. They'll put it up, put another one up, and I'll see it just fine. I'll see it just fine. I want to say it's the green. It's the green line is where people have trouble with, and like that red one is like the 2020 or whatever. Anyway, I could talk about this all day long. Me 4736. When you do that, you come in and put that donated $40. You be having me hollering. Cause what if I needed the damn $40? What if I needed that $40? You talking about you just writing donated $40? That is so shady. You get me every time with that. But I like that. That's manifesting $40. I'm gonna make $40 tonight. Somehow on YouTube, I'm gonna make $40. And I appreciate you for manifesting that. Um Cybertruck. Them Tesla Cybertrucks are nice though. I am good. I think it's good. What about I'm doing very well. I feel so blessed. I have do you know as of yesterday I'm down 200 pounds? I got a long way to go, but I'm like, Jesus, I knocked off 200 pounds off of this body. Oh, I feel good. You said nice. They say that all the time. But what happens when they don't have everything on their preference cards? Budget. A lot of, but have you seen a good? Have you seen an excellent? Let me just say this, because I don't want to say perfect, because we already established nobody is perfect. But have you seen an excellent preference card? Because I have yet to see it exist. Like I've seen good, I've seen grades, but I have yet to see excellent. Because excellent in my mind is almost to perfection. I have yet to see that. I have yet to see that. Tonight alone, let me say, I say tonight, but last night, I worked with this plastic surgeon. Never worked with him ever. And he was like, wow, you got iris scissors. I said, yes, sir. Wow. Well, I come here and no one ever has that. I said, okay. I said, well, plastic surgery. I was like, this man was so excited that I said this. Like, I was like, well, plastic surgery, I usually try to get like some instruments, that you probably need. And then I elaborate. I said, I know they don't have a plastic tray, but I get pill packs of like maybe some tenotomies, maybe some iris. I'll get some skin hooks off in there. And the man was just like, he was so shocked. And I'm just like, because he was like, that's not on my card. I know it's not on your card, but see, this is my point I'm trying to make, Budget. I don't go by some of them cards. Maybe when I'm done in that gown and glove, maybe. Cause when I see the doctor, I'll ask. I say, hey, my name is Terrence. I'm only gonna ask you this one time, and I promise you I won't ask you again. But what is your glove size? Because I want to make sure. Because I feel like sometimes there's discrepancies with those cards. You know this. You know that they print out a generic, gallbladder card or somebody else's card, and they say, oh well, because in a gallbladder, what you use your trocars, you use your clip appliers, your scissors, and all that good stuff. You use an endo pouch or endo bag to retrieve the gallbladder. But okay, yeah, 20 damn general surgeons can have the same. They probably need the same instrumentation and the same equipment, right? Supplies, but they don't have. Some of them are women. They're probably wearing 5.5, six blues, 5.5 white. That's not gonna be Dr. Peterson who wears 9 like I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you can't be shy to ask these doctors what they want, even if they bark at you. Like my deal is, my mom always said, "Well, what's gonna happen?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" She was like, "What's the worst that can happen?" I was like, "Okay, they gonna get upset, and I don't want them to get upset." She was like, "Okay, they gonna get upset. They get upset. They can kick you out the room. Are they gonna put their hands on you?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "Damn straight." She said, "So what you worried for?" Y'all know my head stays on a swivel. But she was like, "What the hell you worried for?" And I'm like, "Amen." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." I'm like, there should be no reason why I should be worried when I know that I'm applying myself to the best of my ability. So if their cars are not great, and even with my experience, and I can't, I can't pull stuff like just out of nowhere. I just can't. Even with as much knowledge as I have, I still don't know everything. That's why I say I'm not gonna. As I was walking here, I said I'm not gonna sit up here and stress myself out. When I know I've applied myself to the best of my ability. Now, when I gave it my damn all, that's all. That's as good as it gonna get. So if you can't accept that, move on. You know. But no, I ain't never had a damn doctor put their hands on me. And I be praying sometimes because I'm like, oh, look, I couldn't give my mom that mansion. I gave my mom everything that I can possibly give her, but I said I'll give my daddy the mansion, hell, because my dad's alive and well. But that's not gonna happen to me. And I don't even know how it has happened to other people before. But anyway, you do have some difficult people, but we talk about surgeons. I love the surgeons I work with. I find it that it's difficult management and it's difficult administrative level people. So I have a bachelor's in health administration and I'm not utilizing it because I know if I become an assistant, administrative assistant, or go into some type of administrative job from the clinical point of view, oh, they're gonna fire my ass. They're gonna sit up here and kick me up out there because I'm going to veto everything that doesn't make sense. Meaning I'm gonna stand up and say, I forbid that. I forbid, I forbid. No, no, no. They want a yes person. They want a yes person in these positions. And I just can't be a yes person. I just can't. They be forgetting things on the prep. Oh, all the time. They offer me to go to Hawaii once before. Budget, I can't tell you where to go, but I mean, I think if you ever get an opportunity, you should go. And I know some people freak out because it's like you got to fly there and all that stuff, whatever. But you can ship your car, you can rent a car. Like, yes, is it gonna be money? Yes, but the experience is also something that is like top notch. I never would have thought. I am I like to say I'm a chunky a black kid from Mississippi. I never thought I would be even here in Florida. Um, oh my gosh, when I think about it, I get emotional because I just can't believe some of the places I've gone and the experiences that I've received and I've been blessed to, have, you know, I've been given such great opportunities and the experiences because my my mom, my dad, they pushed me to, get out there, because I'm a stay at home person. I'm a mama's boy. Like I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to travel. Like my first my first time leaving and then going to Colorado, I was like, oh hell no. Like 2 hours into the drive, I'm like, I gotta go back. But I'm still in the South. 2 hours, I'm still in the South Hill. But I'm like, I just kept believing in myself and I didn't look back. And then now it's like I can say, man, I've been to Colorado. I've been to the state of Colorado more than 60 times. More than 60 times. Um, More than 60 times. Because I mean, when you add it up, like, because I've gone to one of the same hospitals 12 times, but that's just one. And I've worked at over like 20 some places in Colorado. So there are like freaking owls flying all around. That is crazy, man. But I've worked all around. But God is good. Hey Emerald, how you doing? Thank you, buddy, for the 100. Thank you, Emerald. Thank you. No, right. But as a first assist, you still be doing surgical tech set? Oh yeah. Budget, don't even get me started now. See, I'm supposed to be playing tennis. Budget, don't even get me started. When I tell you a first assist trumps a surgical technologist. Now I'm not trying to say we're better. Me, I'm all of it. I'm literally a certified first assist in surgery. I'm a certified surgical technologist, and I'm a certified sterile processing technologist. So you know what all that means. I literally do all three of those jobs. But when it's on my resume, and when they know, like for instance, let me just speak about Tampa. Okay, I go to the hospital. I'm doing a robot case. What case did we do? We did a robotic nephrectomy. We're removing one of the guy's kidneys. Why am I setting the case up? Why am I setting this case up? Like set the whole case up. I'm pulling pulling supplies is one thing, but I'm opening, I'm scrubbing in, I'm setting the back table up, I set the mayo up, and I'm setting the mayo up because the mayo is gonna be my mayo because I'm the damn assistant. I'm assisting him. I'm stapling and every damn thing. Um, and I'm setting the mayo up as how I would like it. But I'm like, okay, why isn't a surgical tech doing this? Oh well, Terrence, she's kind of new and this. I said, okay, she needs to scrub in. I don't mind by setting this up and showing her, but she needs to scrub in. Like I'm like you see that's what these facilities get. They got it wrong. And that's why I say some of those nurses out there that can scrub, that really can scrub. I'm talking about scrub joints, scrub robotics, scrubs, like general cases, not just little small stuff, not no little lipomas. I'm talking about like colectomies and and major cases. When they can do that, they better make sure to get it in writing or something where okay you receive an extra because you're doing 2-3 jobs and you're doing 2-3 jobs and I don't feel like you get compensated. So but yes, I digress. They do that to me all the time, but it I feel like it's how it is put out in the contract because I guess it's at the discretion of the management. um but I've gone to places when I went okay, Colorado, for instance, I was like, okay, no, I'm only doing first assist work. Even though I scrub, I'm only doing first assist work. Even though I'm a surgical technologist, I'm only doing first assist work. So I'm not. You're not going to have me setting up these joints, and then I'm setting them up, passing, and then at the end, I'm closing. I said, hell no, hell no. Excuse me. Um, it's too much. You know what? It's been a lot. It really is a lot. Mia, hi, how you doing, Mia? And real, so I'm good. Just getting ready for bed. 11:30 here right now. Wow. Well, it's 12:33 here, and I'm nowhere near bed. I'm about to work out. But you guys, I'm about to. I don't know where's my. Okay, so we're at 71. So maybe Well, no, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna work out and hit the backboard just a little bit, probably for like the next 30 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all go because I know it's late. Um, but thank y'all so much. Budget, thank you so much for your engagement. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for what you do as well. You're so awesome. You're so incredible. Hang in there. Cause I know the OR is so tough. Like I know are you still in the OR? Budget, are you still in the OR or like are you doing something else? Because like I know that it's tough. I know it's tough. Oh, you know what? Let me put this over here. I recycle. This is plastic. Both. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. So it's tough. So I know it's tough, and like I said, I just appreciate what you do. And people think that it's just so easy, um, which it is not. It especially depends on the place in which you work at, because that can make that can make and break a person in a heartbeat. When it's so much being asked of you to do, it makes it complicated. Um, but I appreciate you. No, stay safe. See you next time. Thank you, Emreal. God bless you. Good night. Good night. Good night to all of you beautiful, amazing people. I appreciate you guys. I promise you I'll stay safe. Um, I will talk to y'all later. All right. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me. For spending an hour. Gosh, I can't shut up. I'm so sorry, y'all. But y'all have a good one. Gotta be up early to get the kiddos off to school. Okay, and real. Okay, well, God bless you. I will talk to y'all later. All right. Bye.